at all. But she's a good, if you would have a moment, all you would need is 5 minutes of a conversation to have with her to learn who she is. Just that, you would just need 5 minutes to learn who she is and what she's capable of not doing and doing, and you would see for yourself. That's all.
She wasn't a nice popular, she was like the mean popular. If she was having a bad day, everyone was having a bad day.
And Mackenzie didn't just make enemies. She kept a list.
As investigators dig deeper into who Mackenzie is, they find that she has this list with a friend that is their bitch list.
It's a very malicious list of people that they don't like and whatever they did to the person or what they want to do to this person too. It's very malicious. Me and Kenzie had a falling out and she spread lies about it and put me on social media and called me names. It was very frustrating. I've had my fair share of almost fighting Kenzie. I know I'd be on that list.
Mackenzie wanted Strongsville High School to be played out like Mean Girls. She was Regina George and everybody else were little peasants. She will burn your world down. She will come after you until you have nothing left to give. All of the people that Mackenzie hurt, they want revenge.
The last two notes to point out appeared to be lists of names Sharilla was keeping. The first was titled Me and Lee's List Bitch. This list contained 9 names of both males and females. It is unknown if this was a revenge list of some sort, but that is what investigators believe. The second note is titled Burn Book, with a heart emoji. This list contained approximately 48 names of both males and females. Some of the individuals had descriptors next to their names, such as the transgender or the fatty. This list is absolutely believed to be a revenge list created and maintained by Sharilla. I would like to note that one of the names on this list is no longer with us. I'll leave the viewers to deduce why someone so young is no longer here. And he's not the only one she bears responsibility for, even though they didn't make the list. That's someone else's story to tell, though, not mine.
On February 9th, 2018, a fight between 2 juvenile girls took place at 13200 Pearl Ard Center Middle School. The fight took place between 2 8th-grade girls and happened as they were walking to the buses. Both girls exchanged words, shoved each other, and threw punches at each other. I spoke to the girls and their guardians at their homes. They were advised the school would handle the discipline for this and that it would be best if they did not have any communication with each other. Redacted and Mackenzie Sharilla have been friends on and off for several years. They got into an argument during lunch, which carried on to after school on their way to the buses. They exchanged words, shoved each other, and threw a few punches at each other. I spoke to both parties at their residences. Neither had visible injuries and both were advised to stay away from each other and not to post anything on social media about each other. Mackenzie's father, Stephen, was concerned because Redacted's older sister, who is 1 year older than Mackenzie, and Redacted came to his house wanting to fight Mackenzie after the initial incident. Stephen was also extremely upset that the girl's grandfather, Ray Martinez, brought to the house. I asked Ray why he brought Redacted to the house, and he said he thought Redacted was at the house actively fighting Mackenzie, so he went there to retrieve Redacted. Ray stated that he and Redacted received bad information about where the altercation took place. They thought it was on Walnut Creek, and not at the school. Stephen asked that all the parties were advised to stay off his property. I relayed this information to Ray, Redacted, and Redacted. On Friday, October 19, 2018, Pale Pientka responded to 19106 Westfield Ellen for a report of school bullying menacing. The complainant, Mahia Mohammed, stated that her daughter was physically threatened while at Strongsville High School by several students. She stated that she is fearful for the safety of her daughter. Mrs. Mohammed stated that this incident was told to her by her daughter after school, and that she wishes a report to be made. In third period class, Mackenzie told Redacted to give her a Dorito chip. When Redacted refused, Mackenzie called her a bitch and threatened to beat her up. She also stated last year Mackenzie posted a picture of her forehead with a caption calling her forehead big. Redacted stated a friend, who used to be friends with Mackenzie but is no longer because Mackenzie kept getting in trouble at school, informed her Mackenzie tried to post this forehead picture again. Today. Redacted stated she did report this to the guidance counselor. At the end of school, Redacted was surrounded by a group of Mackenzie's friends that were threatening to beat her up, while Mackenzie stood behind them. She was pushed into the locked by Redacted, but refused to fight and pushed her way past them and left for the bus. I went to the Shirilla residence and spoke with Mackenzie and her mother. Mackenzie denied calling her a bitch, but said she did tell her friends she was being threatened and her friends had her back. Mackenzie said her friends did surround Redacted at the locker, but she did not tell them to do this and just stood nearby to see what was going on. Mackenzie also denied posting the photo on Instagram and said it was her friend that took her phone and posted it. Here are some more accounts of Mackenzie's mean girl ways and bullying. Trigger warning. The following contains racial slurs and remarks. Here's a police report by Detective Glover. After an incident with an unidentified teacher, the following was stated. Many of the students and a couple of the teachers commented on her behavior and the need for administration to take action. I have been asking for help with her all year. I would like her removed from my room, as I am no longer comfortable with being verbally attacked in front of students and being videotaped while it is happening. Page 6 of 7. After being seen by a teacher in the bathroom taking selfies, Mackenzie was asked to zip up her hoodie and go to class, to which she responded by calling the teacher a effing bitch and a dumb bitch. Page 16 of 62. Mackenzie and another unidentified female student got into a fight outside the school as they were exiting the building to board their bus home. Page 22 of 62. Mackenzie allegedly said to another student, "If I was a slave owner, I would have killed Redacted." This statement was made in addition to other comments made at lunch about the student. Although Mackenzie reportedly denied making the statement, at least 3 witnesses claim they heard her. Page 24 of 62. An unidentified student reported that Mackenzie airdropped a meme of SpongeBob saying "I spy an N-word" to Redacted. Upon being questioned, Mackenzie stated she was airdropped the meme but deleted it. She then changed her story a few minutes later, stating that she never did receive such a meme. This became just cause for emergency removal. The meme was reportedly seen on the phone and directly attributed to Mackenzie. Page 33 of 62. During class, Mackenzie was seen playing a game on her phone. When the teacher asked her to get off the phone, Mackenzie told her she was playing a game with her mother. The teacher repeated herself a second time, and Mackenzie failed to comply. When the teacher told her to go to the administration office, Mackenzie went to the restroom and locked herself in a stall. It took several teachers to address the matter with her. Page 60 of 62. Mackenzie and unidentified friends arrived at the school dance, smelling of marijuana and acting erratically. They were confronted by SPD who were present at the ticket table.
Trip to an island. Hey, I'm kicked up in this bitch. I'm kicked up in this bitch. Hey, I think that I'm the shit. I think that I'm the shit. Hey, well, why you arrogant? Boy, why you arrogant? Cause I ain't never had shit. I never had shit.
Strongsville Police Detective Hazu.
Hey, it's Natalie Shirilla. How
Hi.
are you? Hey.
Good, how are you?
Can you help us? She's not on social media, but there are one person in particular who's personally reaching out to her saying terrible, horrible things. It's basically harassment. Is there anything you can do to help us stop her?
Who's the person?
It's Morgan Verbicki. She's saying terrible. We screenshotted things.
Well, I can't do anything about that, to be honest with you. The only thing I can tell you is she needs to stay off her phone. She just needs to, what's Morgan's phone number?
I don't even, do you have Morgan's phone number? No, they're not even.
So she's not, is Morgan talking directly to Mackenzie, or is just Morgan posting things?
And I think, hold on. Everything's taken down and everything's private, but I think Morgan is on there.
On where? Second, if Kenzie's not on social media and she doesn't have her phone number, how is Morgan even contacting her? Like where? On what platform? Right. Okay. What's Morgan's last name? I can try to call her.
Thank you.
Do you have a number? I can't promise you anything.
I know, I understand.
Morgan Verbicki?
V. So I have the one screenshot. I have what Jana said, Kenzie. Do you have what Morgan said?
I have what Morgan said, but not like she but this is the first thing she said to me. And she said, I never knew you would actually be the end of Dom. And then she texted me later that night and said, I know you did it on purpose. And then she unsent it before I could get a screenshot of it. I put that card there. Thank you.
Okay.
It's mean and it's cool and it's not.
I got you.
I appreciate you.
The sooner. As a courtesy, I will give Tyler a call just to kind of poke into it. But generally, our patrol division handles those. It's just rumors, I will call and see if I can talk to him.
Memorial to my friends, Rosie and Bubba, that, he's going to get Dom, karma for Dom. I did this on fucking purpose.
Well.
He's going to hurt me, and he has plans for me when I get out and stuff. And he told one of my best friends that.
Can you get Rosie or Bubba to get me that information? I can follow up on it, but.
Suspected sex offenses. The purpose of the investigation into suspected sex offenses committed by Mackenzie was for the purpose of confirming or dispelling the possibility of Mackenzie having been victimized and forced into committing unwanted sex acts. Detective Glover and I reviewed approximately 31,697 pages of material containing 92,945 text message exchanges between Mackenzie and Dominic beginning January 2020 until July 30, 2022. The messages were obtained pursuant to the search warrant for Mackenzie's cell phone. Summary. Messages indicate that Mackenzie voluntarily engaged in suspected sex acts with other people, likely in exchange for monetary value, without being forced to commit those acts. Evidence, January 25, 2022, at 2:39:47 p.m. Mackenzie wrote, "You realize I'm just going to go get a sugar daddy and start selling feet pics, and I'm going to be doing just fine. So this is really your chance to write me an apology or fix this, or we're really done." March 5, 2022 at 6:24:51 p.m. Dominic wrote, "Kyle, yeah, you let a dude fuck your feet for money like 6 months ago." Mackenzie replied, "We were broken up." Mackenzie added, "We were broken up and it was feet LMAOA once again, then leave." June 8, 2022 at 4:22:38 p.m. Dominic wrote, "Yay, I love you, but last time you started hanging with her, you literally let her sell your body to that random dude." Dominic added, "And she hooked you up with the dude." Mackenzie replied, "We were broken up and it was just my feet." Do you think about it more than I think about it? Dominic wrote, "You ran off and became a prostitute." Mackenzie replied, "Because I don't personally think it's bad, but if you do and we are together, then I'm not going to do it." Dominic wrote, "You could never tell your family you were a prostitute." Mackenzie replied, "Because it's only my business and it's not prostitution." June 25th, 2022 at 12:01 to 18 p.m. Dominic wrote, "Kenzie, there is always going to be problems if you're hanging with someone who got a dude to fuck your feet for money."
Once Mackenzie started high school, I did notice a drastic change in her. And she dressed like she was going to apply for a job in a strip club almost. In high school, it was half shirts, booty shorts, furry boots that go up to your knees.
Here's some excerpts in report with her therapist post-crash. Jankar stated, "Hold up!
Hold up. Hey.
Let's back up. Jankar, where did we see that name? Oh wait, I know. The bitch list. Mackenzie, shame on you. Putting your school therapist's kid on your mean little hit list? Well, would you look at that? We just need 5 minutes, Mom.
All you would need is 5 minutes of a conversation to have with her to learn who she is. Just that, you would just need 5 minutes to learn who she is and what she's capable of not doing and doing, and you would see for yourself.
Here's some excerpts in report with her therapist post-crash. Jankar stated, "Hey, so I have to write a diagnostic summary and get this expulsion lifted. Are you okay with me talking about your anxiety and how you sometimes react with a fight, flight, or freeze response due to past traumatic experiences? It's what they are basically saying we need to prove to get you out of this situation." This was regarding a road rage incident at Polaris Career Center. Middleburg Heights Police does not have record of this incident. Mackenzie texted, "Like, I literally don't even live in my house. I'm not even around my sister. I just moved in with Dom." This was regarding proof of vaccination at SHS. Jankar texted Mackenzie stating, "Make sure you're taking care of your mental health and physical health still. You know that's my job to stay on you about that." Mackenzie replied, "It's going down." Mackenzie texted the following messages. "I don't have DMDD or whatever that is, LMAOs. Maybe before you text my mom, you can actually talk to me about diagnosing me, because I think I would know before her. Rude. Am not taking medication, and when I'm 18 years old, I am moving out of this house, and I will have no contact or a little contact with my family because we do not get along for various reasons. So next time you try to diagnose me, come to me. First, what you should have done. Just because I'm vernal about standing up for myself when there's things I don't like going on doesn't mean I have a depressive mood disorder."
It's just never been my thing, not into it, so not approved by me.
You're not even close to being in my league. I need you to stop texting me now. So that comment hitting close to home for you, huh?
What comment, bruh? All I'm trying to get at is reality. If you do not earn the money you spend, it's not your money. So don't go around saying you hate broke bitches when in reality, if Dom or your parents left, you'd be broke too. You depend on other people for money, and that fact that you say you hate fake friends, but 80% of the stuff that comes out of your mouth is talking shit about someone else. If you don't want fake friends, don't be fake yourself. All I'm trying to get at. Lol, you couldn't smoke 'cause you were a scared lil bitch that thought if she smoked before getting anesthesia, she'd stay under. But nah, honey, everyone knows that ain't true. And it was a joke. You are just too much of a brat to realize that. Dom and Chris thought it was funny you were the brat and ruined the vibe. Oh, and we aren't friends? Then why you act cool with me every single time you see me? Oh yeah, that's right, 'cause you're fake. And of course I'd be weirding you out 'cause you're a fucking weirdo dude and prob think I'm hitting on her 'cause you're so self-obsessed and can't literally see reality. All I was trying to do is give you a reality check on how you actin' isn't a good look and how you'd be broke too if her parents and Dom didn't supply her money. So don't go around saying you hate broke bitches when you literally could be one.
All I want is just one day a year where I'm not visually assaulted by uglies and fatties.
Broke people should never laugh! Now hold on!
Summary. Medical report number 2, August 5th, 2022, until discharge. This medical records report was the second one received from Metro Health. The first report covered July 31st, 2022, until August 4th, 2022. The second report covered August 5th, 2022, until the discharge date. Both reports were pursuant to 2 separate search warrants. The following stood out from the second report. Page 1 of 220 on 8/19/2022 at 11:02 hours, Dr. Adrienne Lee wrote, does state she wants to die but denies any active plans to hurt herself. Feels grief over loss of her boyfriend Dom, who was a passenger in the MVC. Page 10 of 220. On 8/19/2022 at 12:45 hours, Tyler Belinovich, an occupational therapist, wrote, Petite makes continued statements of depression and why did this happen to me? Mom and Dad both acknowledge her feelings and assist with making the patient feel better. Page 28 of 220 on 8/12/2022 at 13:46 hours, Dr. Leon Ray White documented the following under the hospital course section. 8/6/2022, patient insisting she goes to her deceased boyfriend's funeral on 8/7. Threatens to leave AMA or unalive herself if she's not allowed to go. Multiple attempts to redirect and reason with her were unsuccessful. Page 47 of 220 on 8/15/2022 at 14:15 hours, Matthew Kosher, an art therapist, documented the following in his narrative notes section. Patient stated she would be interested to attempt coloring, then declined due to focus on her grief. Patient then became tearful, processing heavy loss and depression since her accident. Pitou shared feelings of grief, guilt, and shame. Patient stated she wanted to die, and that it was her fault for killing her boyfriend. Page 48 of 220. On 8/16/2022. At 20:42 hours, Dr. Elizabeth Draben noted the following. Prior to the accident, she was living for the last few months with her boyfriend of 4 years, was killed in the accident along with another friend. Same date, time by Dr. Draben, diagnosed Mackenzie with acute stresses, reaction, and grief. She also noted the following. Mental health history. Reports some history of anxiety, had some past counseling, and was on Zoloft for about a year. She did not feel either was helpful and at this point is firm about not being on psych meds.
I don't know.
Everything.
What was I gonna say? There was like a headline where it was like girl charged with like murdering like 2 males in cars, some weird ass shit. Like they made the headline weird as fuck. Like
Exactly. And the church thing is still on there.
the church charges.
Yeah, it's still on one of the, I think, Channel 19 or something, which is so asinine.
And girl, like, I did not break into that church. I don't give a
No,
fuck.
you
I
didn't.
did not break into that church. I was in the car. How am I?
I
like,
know.
they don't know if I wanted to leave. Why the fuck would I be in the car if I didn't want to leave? Like,
Kenzie, I do. You recorded it. You were like, I just want to go. Can we leave? I don't want to be here. Don't touch anything. Don't break anything. I just don't want to be here. I have that. They don't know anything. Nobody knows anything.
yeah, like the only charge that like I think that like I shouldn't even be charged with it though, like, 'cause it was Dom. But like I understand I have to take that fucking bullshit.
Felt bad
The
breaking
fucking
in
drugs.
Oh.
Wait, what is this? Like a little globe.
Dude, I'm taking that.
I'm taking that.
Put that like down the door so we'll see that.
Felt bad breaking in though, 'cause
Where's my car?
Mm-hmm.